If you're in the beauty industry, you're going to want to keep listening. Welcome to Salon After Hours, where the tips are on trend, the gossip is hot, and the advice is cutting edge. Grab your tea because we are about to spill it. All right, you guys, thank you for listening back in to another fabulous episode ahead of us. We have a beautiful guest on. She is my right-hand gal, 925 Salon's right-hand gal, all of our girls' right-hand gal. Please give it up for Rebecca.
Welcome. So I'm Rebecca. Just call me Rebecca, not a hairstylist, just receptionist only. Been with 925 for like 2 years now, but reception for like 8 years and managing as well for a really long time.
You're, like a manager. Yeah.
I feel like a hairstylist at this point, honestly.
I mean, you could just be whipping out them blow dries, right? Like,
I know,
get back
right?
out, get back behind the desk and just start blow drying.
The levels, like level 1, level 2.
Oh.
I'm learning that right now
Okay, girl.
to understand the lingo a little bit better.
Wow.
So yeah.
And then I'm Michaela. I'm their content creator.
I'm Danielle. I'm the social media manager.
And I'm Brianna, as you all know, Cosmo Brianna. And welcome to another episode of
Salon After Hours.
So let's get into it. So, Rebecca, you are 925 Salon's right-hand gal. I know you've worked at other salons as well, receptioning. What are some things that you love about being a receptionist compared to some things that you don't love to do?
For me, not being able to be hands-on to like not fix a client, but do their color, do their cut. I enjoy and get that same satisfaction as you guys would as if I'm able to get a client in or find their matching stylist that they're like, oh my gosh, like, thank you for taking the time and like hearing my story and all their horror stories they gotta say and just making that perfect fit. So I always tell clients, it's like finding a hairstylist is dating. You're like going
very
on
true.
dates just to see if you guys vibe, like the conversation, or even just like mesh well, you know?
Right.
So I would say that's one of my top things I enjoy. I love booking appointments, being interactive with clients and checking them in and just making their day. I feel like hairstylists are like the same way, you know? You want to change someone's day and make them happy, especially like you don't know what's going on in their life. So this 1 hour, 3 hours could totally just make them feel like a better person. Other things would be if clients just go crazy. It's really funny how from me as a receptionist, clients are like a completely different person. They're rude, blunt, or just like, no, I don't want that. But then when their stylist comes around the corner, like, oh my gosh, like I'm so excited to see you.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing, girlfriend? And I'm like, you were just yelling at me about something like.
This is why I said last week that you are on the front line of this salon when
literally.
people walk in. Because
Literally.
sometimes you be getting the wrath.
Yeah, I do. And I'm like, literally, they couldn't take you at 2:15 and you're just like yelling at me and being like, it's ruining your day. And then the stylist comes over and you're like, oh my gosh, no worries. Like, I could do 3 o'clock, like, if that works better. And I'm like, what's going on? And then I tell the stylist too, be like, heads up, like, they treated me like trash before you even walked in. So just letting you know, next time, maybe just tell them to be a little nicer to me. I'm literally just doing my job.
My mom mode makes me just want to be like, back to them.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me, like, why are you getting mad at her? Like,
Yeah. I'm just
take this up with your stylist that's running late.
Oh, that's
Jeez.
true too.
Not you.
Yeah. Or
But you know what? You're in the crossfire.
yeah, especially if they're running late too. They don't give me a heads up. So I'm just like, okay, blah, 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 we'll be right with you shortly. And they're like just starting to blow dry. And I'm like, okay.
You're like, that's
you,
another 30 minutes.
yeah, I'm like, you could see that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
tell how long the timing is.
Yeah.
So sometimes that gets kind of awkward because they'll look at me being like, what's going on?
That's not your job
mean,
to like be the.
It is, unless, like, I feel like they should tell me, you know, kind of give me a heads up. But, you know, things just happen. You just lose track of time. So I always kind of do, like, a round of the salon to kind of see, like, where everyone's at. And then if they're running behind, I'm like, oh, like, don't worry, she's finishing up. She's just blow drying. She'll be with you shortly. Do you want anything to drink? Our coffee girl's here. You can get coffee. You can go outside if you want, if it's a beautiful day. Or just, you know, chill on the couch and decompress and, you know, set up shop, like, work from home if they have their computer and stuff like that. To make them feel comfortable and not be like, what's going on? I'm neglected, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a client listening in, I would say, like, be nice to the front desk. They're here to, like, make your experience even better. And like if your stylist is running behind or maybe you're unhappy about something, totally okay. Just approach them a little nicer.
Yeah.
My
Because it's
sweet
not
little
their fault.
Rebecca.
It's not her fault.
Yeah, it's not her fault. So yeah.
I know. I'm like,
yeah,
damn.
yeah.
I didn't realize it was like that for you at all.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like people
Yeah.
I
don't know.
did.
they come in and they just like walk right past me and I'm like
I know whose clients do that too.
I
Yeah, I do too, actually.
yeah, me too.
I've seen that.
They know where they're going. They're just like,
Yeah,
okay,
they're-
bye.
And I'm like, okay, well, if you know where you're going, you know the lay of the land, and I'm like, I know your stylist is in the bathroom right now, so that's why I'm here being present to be like, hey,
yeah.
blah blah blah, or they're eating real quick
Yeah.
to give them a heads up, and I'm like, I don't want to be petty, but if I see them do that, I'm like, okay, you know what you're doing. I walk away and start doing some laundry, so I'm like disappeared,
Mhm.
and then they're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You're like, well, if you would have checked in,
Yeah.
I'm like, please come check in. I want to see your beautiful faces
if
and
you
tell
just
you
looked
what's
at me.
going on today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I feel like there's always going to be those clients, but I feel more times like there's those clients that are actually checking in, right? And actually being like, hey, I'm so excited for my appointment today, that are pre-booking, you know, doing all these things. Like more better clients that have probably been coming to the salon for years, know what to do, know who you are, know who their stylist is, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I will say, like, I am a stylist behind the chair, and like all of my clients always say how much they love checking in with you. They're always like, Rebecca is so nice and she's so
That's so
sweet. Like, as a receptionist, I know there's like some negatives, but I feel like a lot of positive. I tell everybody, like, being a receptionist is huge. You're the first person that they see and the last person when they leave. So it's like you always want to, like, you always look fabulous, but you always want to look nice and greet them sweetly and get them like cozied on into their appointment. And you do
Exactly.
such a fabulous job at that. Like, all my clients tell me that they freaking adore you. So
Oh.
if they're just flinging around the corner and don't want to say hi to you, it's their loss. I mean, you're just a bright smile when you walk in, you know. But it is so important. A receptionist at a salon is so important to be the first and the last, if it's possible to have one.
And you are super observant, it sounds like. I feel like I'm hearing that. Do you think that's like a staple thing to be like a receptionist or a manager type of?
Yeah, because there's details that you will see and then you're like, okay, let me try to fix it. Or like if I could help them in any way by like giving them a cape, because I know they're like running late. So I'm like, if I'm walking by, I'm like, oh, here's a cape. And they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Because that saves them like, I don't know, 40 seconds.
But
But
it
that could
adds
be consultation time or them going to the bathroom. Yes, I am very observant just because I want to have clients have an easy, chill, relaxing time and stylists to not be stressed out.
Yeah,
I feel like that's my job too at the end of the day. To
you're
make
like
sure,
forward thinking a lot. That's
you.
so
I know,
cool.
I love that.
I didn't
Me
really
too.
think about that, but yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
So what's kind of like your goal from being receptionist? What's the next steps for you? What is like leading from this, you think?
I mean, I've always toyed with the idea of getting my license as well.
I was wondering that.
Let's do it.
But the whole color and like formulating part is really intimidating to me. I feel like my customer service and like pay attention to detail would be good, but I always see myself still being in the industry, but being more, I guess you could say, like on the admin side. My major, I'm trying to do human resource, so you know,
Okay.
like working for a big like company like maybe Kerastase and then be in the human resource department. So I'm still like active in hair and still
Put connections there.
or like
Yeah.
you know
I love that.
practicing hair but not physically doing it. Just being in my position, I fell in love with the industry, but not so much changing someone's hair and giving them a haircut.
Yeah, there's a lot to this industry. I mean, you don't have to just be
100%.
doing hair. You
Yeah.
know, the beauty industry is ginormous with so many opportunities.
Yeah, and you're more analytical, would you say?
Yeah, I would say, because I like to observe and then like assess, like I said, like the admin side to make things like numbers
organized,
and orders and stuff. Yeah, I enjoy doing that aspect and greeting people.
I'm happy to hear you like that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because I'm like, I could never.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, can you do the ordering today? And what's
yeah.
it looking like? And
Yeah. Well, to me, it's fun because it's like, not to say it's like a number game, but it's you have to
kind of.
strategically plan it. And then, like, you have to keep an eye on, like, what sells and, like, what the girls like and what they recommend. Because you don't want to restock on something and like the girls are like, "Why'd you pick that?"
Mm.
Like
Yeah,
my
and it sits on the
client's been
shelf
loving this.
forever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So-
You're really good at that. She is really good at
Yeah.
observing what should be ordered, and
Thank you.
she'll be like, "No, not that. That's not a big goer. This one's bigger. We should go more in this one than that one." And you're so good at that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And you want to know another thing she would probably be good at, Bree? What do you think I'm
What?
gonna say?
Wow, you're just gonna throw it out there on camera? Okay. I see. I'm coming for you too.
What?
No, like we've been talking about putting.
Let's get
the,
your input. Let's go.
Yeah, let's
go.
get your
Here we
input.
go.
Okay.
This is fun.
Do I even
So
know what
we-
you're gonna say?
You know what I'm gonna say. We've been
You're gonna
talking
know.
about like selling the Kerastase products and like our different products
Oh.
online on our website,
thought
right?
about that
But we're
too.
hesitant. Oh, you thought about? Okay, yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. We're a little hesitant just because a lot of things come along with that, like packaging it.
Yeah.
We have to source all that, figure that out. But I mean, you'd be great at packaging the orders, right? Managing them, shipping
Sending it
them
in.
out. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe you can get Bree a little bit more comfortable with it. So she,
I mean, it is a
so
lot
she
of
says
work.
yes.
Because you have to make sure someone's there
Mhm.
like weekly.
Mm-hmm.
We're stocked on
Mhm.
product.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Keeping
feel-
the inventory like
Yeah,
up to date on the
exactly.
website, shipping, packaging those orders and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she'd be great at it because she's good at ordering everything else and keeping everything else up to date.
Bree's eyeballs.
I know.
She's like,
She's so bad.
Danielle has been wanting to do this for probably over 2 years. And
Literally.
every year she's like, "Are we going to
Yeah.
do this? We should
Yeah.
do this." And I'm like,
Mhm.
it's just, it's a lot. I've got the 5 salons. There's over
Yeah.
50 girls.
Mhm.
I've got now 2 children. Like, what if somebody's order doesn't get filled and then they're calling me and they're upset and they're this and they're that? I just don't know if I can handle it.
I know. Or a package gets lost and you're like,
Like,
Mhm.
oh, no,
I mean,
yeah.
definitely like a lot comes with it for sure, but I feel like getting it, because not everyone can come to the salon
Yeah.
or take advantage of like, for
Deals.
example, like deals that we have that we're running that, are only for a limited time. They can't take advantage of it. But if we have it online, it's more convenient for them. We can sell to our customers on Instagram that maybe like aren't coming into the salon as a client, right? But they still want to support us in some way or whatever that is. You
That's
know what I
true.
mean? But yeah, just what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it could be successful as long as you have like the right people and,
Mhm.
everything's smooth. But it also beats having like that extra person that also sells Kerastase that everyone can easily, walk into.
The
Yeah.
big places they can walk into, like
Yeah.
a Sephora
yeah,
or
yeah,
this or
yeah.
that. Because
Mhm.
we
Or
will be
buy it
running our own promos.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
when Sephora doesn't, they only do it like yearly or something.
That's
Mhm.
true.
But I mean, I'm sure there's people that want to support a small business or people that, just come to 9 to
Yeah.
5 and want to support us, or even products not like Kerastase, stuff that you can't get in person. Or, like we've looked at selling like the merch stuff online too, or like,
that's
other
true.
items that you can't necessarily get. But yeah,
Yeah.
just thoughts, just
I've
ideas.
had some random clients like asking about like the gray shirt we have.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They're
really?
like, "Oh, like can I get this anywhere?" And I'm like, "This is all we have.
Yeah.
Like this is what's hanging up."
Actually, merch is coming back,
Oh,
or
it
it's
is?
not coming back. It hasn't really left. I've been so like, what do you guys want to wear? What do you guys
Yeah.
want to see? Like, I have somebody that's
Yeah.
amazing that prints for me and does all
Mhm.
that. I just need to figure out that. So Danielle's been working on designs, and actually
Mhm.
Alexandra has been sending me some
Oh,
Oh,
designs.
has she?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
good.
so
Amazing, yeah.
I'll run it by everyone and we'll see like
Yeah.
what's kind of looking good.
Yeah.
we should do
So-
a vote on Instagram of like
Yeah.
what people would buy.
Yeah, they thought of some really cute ideas, like just to throw it out there, like that one like BNT kind of shirt that's like it's like what did she say? It's like she was
Oh.
thinking she said it the other day.
Like artists, where
Um,
it's like very 2000s, 90s, but she said like everyone's hair.
but do everybody's hair on it and then put like
Oh wait, I know
925
what you're talking about. Where it's like you can put your like girlfriend or boyfriend or
I was
whatever.
gonna say that
Yes.
one.
Like that.
Yeah, she said like that, but put a bunch of different hairstyles on it, and
Oh,
then
that'd
put
be
like 925
funny.
Salon.
Oh, that's
Am I
fun.
like
That's funny.
cute?
I do like
Yeah.
that. I've
Or,
seen that
you
with
know,
like dogs. I was thinking about
Yeah.
putting chai tea latte, like all his pictures.
I've
like-
seen that.
Yeah.
That's
That'd be
fun.
So she's been pushing me to try to do this for the last 2 years, and so it just seemed a little overwhelming. But I do think it's coming in 2025, and with your help now,
Yes,
we can probably
we can
do
conquer it.
We can
I
make it
believe
happen
in
for
you.
sure.
Thank
I
you.
know.
With that
I don't have
analytical
a
mind.
doubt
I know.
that she can handle it for sure.
It'll be
Yeah.
rough, for a little bit, but once we get our
It's a
Started
flow.
out,
rhythm,
yeah.
Yeah.
we'll
But
be
if you don't start, then you never do it.
Yeah,
you know what I
listen
mean?
to our sweet
We've
baby
heard a
Shan.
lot of motivational people today that we've been talking to on this podcast.
Okay, fine.
so-
I'm marking my words. We're starting it this year,
At some point.
2025. We're gonna have
All of our
a
stuff.
portal that you guys
yeah,
can purchase from.
available online.
Oh my God.
She's like, just kidding, but yes, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah. Anyway, switching topics. I mean, we want to hear more from you, more about some fun stories, some crazy stories, some horror stories. Like, give us some good tea. Give us some, fun stuff. What are some things that you've seen at just in your position?
Yeah, it could even not be at. You've been with us for a few years, but
Yeah.
you were also at other salons, so it could be
Yeah.
anywhere. You
Yeah.
could tell any story.
Give us some fun stuff.
For us, since we have like multiple locations, we've had people that are Hayward appointments but come to Pleasanton. So that's not to say it's funny, but it's like we send emails,
like a common
text
thing.
messages
Yeah,
out
yeah.
saying like your appointments with this person at Hayward address, and it's like
Yeah.
okay.
And then they
Thank you.
show.
They're like,
see
I'm
that
here
part.
at Pleasanton.
Yeah, I'm ready. This didn't happen to me, but it happened like in the past where someone was doing a reinstall of extensions, and the stylist had it balled up in like a towel by the bowls because she was toning it again, and someone grabbed it and it just did a whole run cycle of through the laundry. So that was
I've
kinda
heard of that
terrifying.
happening before.
Yeah.
So that's like a
Dude.
common thing to
Yeah.
put the
Yeah.
extensions in a towel.
Well, no, it's not like they put it in a towel. It's like you put it on your tray and it's on your towel. And a lot of the time, if it's like the darker colors next to the black
It
towels, you don't
blends
really
in.
see
Just
it.
gets covered
And then
or
like
something.
the receptionists like to always help out, so they'll just go and collect towels that they see on like trays, and then it'll just like go through the wash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thankfully for us, we have stock on site, so they can just replace
Yeah.
those real quick, and
But the hair
the
turned out
client
fine,
won't be
thank
upset
God.
or anything.
But
So
I mean, stuff like that happens, especially if you're kind of just like automatic. You're just like, I'm just
It's
doing
your
collecting towels.
daily
You're not really
routine.
realizing.
Yeah.
So I felt like that was a good learning point for everybody to be like, not only receptionists but stylists to be like, okay, next time if I'm in this position, I need to let the person that does the laundry routinely a heads up.
Like, hey, in this towel bundle,
Yeah,
Or have it on top or
precious
something.
Stuff. Yeah,
there's
Yeah.
precious
But it's
things
also
in
like, accidents happen. Like, obviously, that was not on purpose at all for
Yeah.
whoever did it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's
no accidents happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
of
all the
course.
time.
And honestly, in owning the salons for like almost, I think it's like 8 years now,
Yeah.
that exact scenario has happened 2 times in my salon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One at each location.
Oh my
The big location.
I remember definitely one of
The
them.
one of them. Yeah,
Oh
there
my
was
goodness.
cry, there was tears.
Oh, no.
But it worked out. So.
Yeah.
And luckily, the person that it happened to, like the stylist, was just very calm and just like, okay, let me just,
We got to pivot.
we gotta just move
Yeah.
past it. Let's get it fixed. And like, she wasn't mad at like anybody, which I mean, it like you said, it's just a simple, not simple, yeah, it's a mistake that
It's- yeah.
was
It's a
happening.
non-intentional
Yeah,
mistake.
Of course.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
So, yeah.
Those things happen.
Yeah. How could they not?
Yeah. I grab towels all the time and just chuck them.
Well, now you know. Check them first. Do a little examination.
Check and chuck. Check and chuck.
Check and chuck. Any other fun, crazy stories that have happened? Like, I don't even know.
I mean, there's
Some
so many
crazy
things that
stuff.
happen when you work like 4 days a week.
Yeah.
So it's hard. And being in this for like 8 years, it's like endless amount of stories.
Do you ever
Yeah.
see the before and afters? Like, do you see the person come in and then you
Oh.
get to watch them leave?
Yeah, that's really fun. And
Yeah.
that's satisfying too for me to see, especially if it's someone's first time and they're just like, I'm so scared. Like the last person I saw totally messed up my hair.
Yeah.
And then the stylist is just there like comforting. I'm like, don't worry, girl. Like I got you. Like I will hold your hand every step and tell them. I mean, at least make it make sense to them for a client, because you don't want to, be like, I'm going to use 20 vol on you, and and
They're like, what's a 20
is
vol?
that?" Exactly.
Yeah, that's me. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. So it's really satisfying to see them and they're like, oh my gosh, I made the best decision. And especially if it's like me recommending them to see someone and I know, I'm like, oh, I booked that appointment.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I made like the best choice.
You
And
probably
like,
love seeing the connection as it's
Yeah.
like unraveling, you know?
exactly. Because I'm like, I know this personality of this client and this stylist is going to mesh perfectly. Like it's chef kiss.
You're a little
you know?
matchmaker.
Yeah.
really are.
You really are. the
Wait, you are
matchmaker of 9 to 5.
Cupid.
I know.
I love that.
Yeah.
She's a little Cupid.
So yeah,
Fun.
that's really fun to see. And like, especially if they've been there all day
Yeah.
and you're like, wow, that's like I feel accomplished, and I'm not the one that did the hair. Like I feel like, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like one of the fun parts would be able to see, like, they check in with you and then you get to like see them leave.
Oh yeah,
That's so cool to like see their before and after.
yeah, exactly.
That'd be fun to watch, like, you know.
Or like hearing the stylist like formulate, and then having them also ask the other stylists for advice on like what to do and kind of like what they end with, you know. It's really cool to see like everyone working together, not only just the stylist, but stylists with other stylists, you know. And sometimes they ask me and I'm like, I don't know why you're asking me, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
What have you noticed about like the culture at 925?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like compared to where I came from before, it's definitely what you see on the internet, that we show how everyone's connected, united, and like friendly. And I guess you could say like the newest term, like a girl's girl, like that's us. Like if you're having a bad day and you just tell someone and they're like open ears, non-judging, wanting to help you. And then like another girl might hear, or just like walk into this break room and hear the story, and they're like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? Even if you're not like that close with them, they'll still like be a shoulder for you. So I love it, and like I love being here, and you know, would love to be here forever if I could.
You will be. I already told you you're never allowed to leave. So we've already talked about this. I want the best for her.
leaving.
Stay at the salon. No, I'm just kidding.
So, because it's hard, and I feel like a lot of our stylists here came from salons where they're like, I thought this industry was supposed to be like helping each other and like a friendship, and you know, we're all working together, not like isolated. So I feel like we all came from somewhere that was not to say like toxic, but like not good for us. And so we understand that like we're not bringing what we had there to here. It's like what we always wanted. It's like a dream come true, you know, in a way.
That's so sweet.
So sweet. I love that.
Even just like from a receptionist point of view, I feel like I click with everybody, and everyone's like, actually, like if I go on a trip, they're like, where'd you go? Like, how was it? Like, it's genuine, not just like to say it because like
They feel like they have to.
yeah, it's like they're like, oh, so like what'd you do over the weekend? Like how's your dogs? Like how are you and your boyfriend? And like how's school? So I feel like it's always very genuine, not just like, oh, like I see you, so I have to say it. You know?
Yeah. No, I agree with that. It's
love
a
that.
really good feeling. And I can speak for all of the girls at 925. Everybody is like loves you so much and is so thankful for everything that you do to help make the salon run so well every day.
I feel like you're a vital role.
Oh, thank you.
Very.
When you're not there, I'm like, dang. Like
And I'm like,
Saturdays, I'm like,
They say that too.
I know we'd be hearing it home.
Yeah, I hear
We're
it.
like,
Every time I come back, they're like, where were you? I'm like, I don't work that day.
you're like,
we
guys,
missed
I
you."
do have a life. They're like, no.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Just
That's
kidding.
funny. Okay, so we want to switch gears a little bit. We like to play this fun little game now with everyone that comes on the pod. It's like just a this or that. You know, we just ask a couple questions, just pick one or the other. You know, fun vibes, whatever. So first question is liquid lipstick or lip gloss? What's your go-to?
Ooh. I've been into lip gloss
Lip
recently.
gloss?
Like a tinted lip gloss.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not as drying, I feel like. So I've been into that. I've started a collection. Let's put it that way.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Wow. I'm lip gloss all the way. I don't even remember the last time I've worn like liquid lip.
Are we talking like Kylie Jenner, like matte?
We're talking liquid lip, like matte.
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 Oh.
Or just like matte
Never
in general on
again.
the lips.
Oh, no.
I did that.
No,
Never
no.
again.
Shine,
Matte on the
shine, gloss.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the time where I was always a matte lippy
Me
kind of girl.
too.
That
And it
was
would
like
just be crusting off,
2016.
and I would just be like,
Or it's like it's so nude it blends with your face.
Yeah.
never
yeah.
forget. We
Your
have to
teeth
remember
look
those
weird at that
times.
point. I don't know.
It was, interesting time. Or like your lips were just forever chapped, and you're like,
Oh, yeah,
but I need to wear
literally.
this
Thinking that it's the
lipstick.
vibe and
Yeah.
like reapplying.
Yeah,
We've all been
literally,
there.
As if it's chapped.
Okay, next question. Hair extensions or like natural?
I already know her
I already
answer.
know yours.
I'm an extension girly all the way.
Are you?
I
I was
do
gonna
take my
say,
breaks,
do you have
but
extensions?
I do, yes.
They
I
look so
have-
good. Your hair
I
looks
know
really
you
good.
like never. I would never guess.
I can't
you.
tell, but I was
Love
just
that.
like, your hair looks so good. I was like, maybe.
Oh,
I
thank you.
mean,
I mean, I wish it was mine. But, you know, it's 925.
95, I love it.
But extensions
So
all the
cute.
way. Just,
Extensions on the way. I love
it
it.
just makes me I don't want to say it like builds my confidence, but I feel like complete. And like especially seeing pictures and you're like, okay, yeah, that extra hair with the curl, it makes it, you know,
And it holds the curl.
Brings
It helps
it together.
It helps you not have to like style your hair so much. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
What are you, Brie?
What?
Extensions or natural? Like what is your? I
I'm
don't even
so,
know.
like,
You're back
it's hard
and
for
forth.
you.
I feel
Honestly,
like.
extensions, like even if I put extensions around my face and my hairline or like stuff like that, when my hair's not this long, like I will have a weft in or two.
Yeah.
Because I like that it holds the style for days.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
days and
That's
days
true.
and days. You can get away with
It's
washing
intense.
it like less. It's
Yeah,
nice.
I went like 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah, I've done
without
that
washing
Just
your
because
hair?
it holds,
It holds
the
it.
style, and I'm like, okay, girl.
It's less damage on your
Did
hair.
you just wash the top?
Yeah, I watched my crown. Don't worry.
I was like,
I got
ma'am?
a little too much.
Yeah, don't worry. We do that.
Yeah,
That's
we
funny.
do.
I already know your answer.
Oh, natural, baby.
Natural, yeah.
But it's just because I have too much hair, and I think if I did that, I'd be like, I would. My
it's hard.
freaking ponytail would be like,
My
Chonk.
ponytails are like that
A
thick
chonk.
when I
yeah,
have
they're
them in.
chonky,
yeah, I like
chonky,
clip-ins.
chonky.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
clip-ins are good
okay.
too.
I'm natural. Yeah. I mean, I love my extensions, but I think I like to do like slick back looks a lot when my hair is dirty because I'm
Slick
lazy.
back? Should she try the
She's a
slick back
total
dance?
slick back.
Slick back. Yeah.
That was hard.
So
That
I think
was hard. We've
I'm
done that
natural.
challenge.
I'm natural.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Mascara or lash extensions?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Look at her.
Yeah.
Lash extension.
Lash extensions.
Look at her.
My lashes can't hold a curl
Oh
to
my
save
God.
its life.
So,
So
okay, when you have your natural lashes, do you use a lash curler?
I do, yeah.
Okay, everyone thinks I'm crazy because I curl my lashes for some reason. They don't.
Oh really? Well,
And I'm
I mean,
like, who
they're
doesn't
blessed
curl their
with long
lashes?
lashes? I'm
Yeah,
not.
not
So.
fair at all.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so
I have a lot of
rude.
hair all over my
Judging?
whole body, okay?
A hairy girl.
It comes
Okay.
with pros and cons to be a hairy woman.
hairy girl.
Getting a visual.
I know, right?
What are you, Brie? I feel like you've been back and forth too.
I know.
So before babies, I was lash extensions always.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never catch me without them. They were non-negotiable to get rid of.
No, literally.
But then,
Yeah.
well, I had them even with Ellie. But then
Yeah.
I had my son, so 2.
Yeah.
And then with timing, it got like really hectic and
Yeah,
trying to
the
figure out
maintenance.
like, the maintenance and appointments. And even like my best friend, the best, Genevieve, she's Beauty Karma on Instagram. She would even like come to my house and be like,
Oh
get
my
on the recliner and I'll do
So
your
nice.
lashes. You know, she was like trying to like make sure I'd get them done.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go all natural. Like naturally, I do have really long eyelashes.
You do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, I'll just go back like and do the mascara look. And like actually lately I'm in my like mascara look right now. I do like it a lot. I do miss my extensions, but sometimes I felt like my extensions almost hid my eye color sometimes.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
know.
I know that.
You know, if they get too heavy. If you do
Yeah.
like natural looks, it'll totally brighten you up. But
Mhm.
so I'm like 50-50. It depends on my mood, I guess. Right now I'm in my natural girl mascara
Mhm.
for now.
Love
Yeah.
that.
But I will go back to lash extensions and then I'll be those all the way. So
Yeah. It's good to have a break.
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I like to usually do a break too, and it had been a while. So
Mhm.
I've been lashless since April.
Yeah.
So
good
I'm
Wow,
almost on a
almost
year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's pretty
actually, wow.
wild.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of crazy.
I don't know.
That is
Remember when you felt like a naked mole rat?
I did.
Yeah.
I think anyone who has the lash extensions and then gets them off knows that feeling. That it's like
It is.
It's the
Do
same
you
as hair
feel-
extensions.
it's the
Yeah.
scariest feeling in the world.
I remember you felt like a
I was
legit
so
man.
like I did not want anyone to look at me walking out of the salon. When
And
I,
I
was
didn't
like,
even
remember.
like
didn't even
hood
notice.
on, glasses on, like don't even look my way. Like don't look at me. And now I'm like, okay, you know. I don't
And then
care.
you like go through it the first week.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You're like, what did I
literally.
do? And
No,
then you're like,
literally.
okay, I can get used to it.
Yeah.
I remember when I was getting my lash extensions off, because now I've had them off for like probably 2 years now. It's been a while. But when I was getting them, or when I was trying to make the decision to get them off, I was like asking everyone. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm so torn. Like, I don't know. Do I get them off? Do I take them on? Like, I don't even know. And I was like stressing
I
out.
remember
is.
that.
I was like stressing.
It's a big decision.
It is.
Especially
So
your
what are
We're
first
so
you-
do it.
dramatic. Like, but yeah, it is a big decision
Yeah,
when you
it
have
is.
one.
I know. If you look at the big picture, I'm
I
like,
know.
is it?
No, but when you have them on and then you take them off, it's like,
It's
It's a
dramatic.
big change.
it
Yeah.
is. It is.
So what are you?
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
Right? It's hard.
That one's hard for me. I feel
50-50.
like I am 50-50 TV. I'll just say right now I'm in my mascara era.
Wow, I like it.
So I would say yeah, mascara.
I'm definitely a mascara girl. I really like the brown mascara.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god, I love. And when I was getting eyelash extensions, I did brown,
I was gonna say, have you?
and I
ever-
loved the brown.
I don't
It
even
makes
remember you
blue eyes
having
pop.
lash extensions.
It was
Oh,
when
yeah,
I went
she
to
did. They were
Bali.
pretty.
When
They
I went
looked
to
good.
Bali,
Oh.
because
You
I
only
wanted.
had them for a little bit then.
Yeah,
right?
kind of only a little bit, but Giselle did them, and they were freaking
Mhm.
fire and
Giselle did my
natural
lashes
and
every time.
fantastic. Shout out Fluff X. Wait,
Mhm.
Yeah, you're
did you
right.
say
you're
or
right.
Giselle.
No, that's her personal.
Giselle.
Yeah.
Fluff
X Giselle.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
There we
Okay, yeah. I almost was like, wait a second, but yeah, she does an amazing job. But I definitely like my natural lashes because they're long, and I'm kind of lucky about that.
Okay, one more question.
Matte or glowy makeup?
Glowy. Because I feel like, well, I just feel like it gives you like a hydrated look, even if your
Mhm.
skin's like really dry.
Mm-hmm.
And you just look like, not to say you always look happy, but I mean, it gives you, like, it brightens you up and makes you just
Mm-hmm.
seem like you're nice. If you have like a resting bee face, which I do. So
What? No, you
No,
don't.
you don't.
I've been
You
told a
literally
lot.
don't.
I've been told that a lot that I do.
I'm
So
gonna.
I'm like, okay, I look nicer.
yeah.
Wait, I feel like you have like the most kind face ever. Wait, give it to me.
don't know.
even still, I'm like, no,
I'm
that's
just,
not
you're
bad.
making me laugh. But maybe because you know me, but you know, that I
Yeah.
do get that.
Oh, I'm
Well.
glow all the way. Just skincare.
I'm hashtag
That's
Team
true.
Glow also for sure.
I'm glow.
We're all
too.
glowing right now.
I
We
will
gotta-
say,
glowing
like, I
girls.
feel like as like a makeup pointer for people that I feel like as we age, obviously we're not old, but like as we age, I feel like going more glowy is just so much more complimenting on the skin.
Yeah.
Like more youthful.
There we go.
Very,
Mhm.
That's what I was trying to say earlier.
very. It just
Mhm.
looks so nice.
It does.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I always look at your skin and like wonder what you actually use because it's always really like moisturized.
I'm very simple with my skincare because I feel like if you overdo it, then your skin's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you're not really soaking in the product's purpose, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I use Korean skincare. I
Yeah.
guess is a good way.
I bet you stocked up in Japan.
A little bit, yes, and some hair stuff and makeup stuff.
Yeah.
It's cheap.
It really was.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go there.
I know.
think you
I wanna
should.
go
You
there
should.
too.
Okay.
Business purposes, we have to do some.
I
Like,
think we need to go
you
do
know,
some research.
We
out
do
there.
need to do
Okay.
That's a
like
good idea.
product
It's a tax
research
write-off.
stuff.
I know.
Yeah, for sure. Wait, one
Oh.
more question.
Ooh, what?
Random, but gold or silver? Are we gold girlies?
Ooh, that's
Are
a
we
great
silver
one.
girlies?
Girl.
I feel like
Gold.
gold. You're gold.
Gold all the way.
Okay, I feel like I knew that. I can just
used to
tell.
be.
You're a gold girly.
Wait, what are you? Now I'm looking at
Oh,
yours.
I used to be a silver girly. Like my rings are silver because I was
Mhm.
like in high school, and then, you know, got into college, and gold became like a huge thing, and now I can't go
Mhm.
back. I feel like I'm forever a gold girly.
Gold.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gold, but I think if I were to ever do one of those skin
I wanna do
chart
that.
things, you know, the
The
Yeah.
color analysis.
color analysis
cool.
things, I think they would say I'm silver
I think
because I feel like my skin tone is not warm.
they
Right?
probably would say you're
I think I'm
silver.
wearing silver right now. Well,
No,
I'm
you're
not.
not.
Well, it's all hidden, but
Um,
You?
I want to be a gold girly, but I don't. I also feel like if I did a color analysis, they'd probably say I'm silver. But all my jewelry that I have is gold.
yeah, me too.
We should do a color analysis.
I
of
would
that.
love to do that.
I
Would
really
be.
want to do that.
I will say, like, I used to be, I feel like we all used to be silver, like, probably in high school, because that was kind of like the thing, not
kinda
really
was.
gold,
Yeah,
if you really think
kinda
about
was,
it.
Yeah.
But now it's like gold.
Mm-hmm.
And now, you know, unfortunately, I've like lost all my grandparents, but like getting like their jewelries and stuff, I will say, like, comparing like the
That's true.
silver to the gold like lasts so much like aging, you
It
know,
ages
like
well.
so
does, yeah.
well.
You're
So
right.
I feel like I would want everything gold. It just it really looks better as it
It's, like, timeless,
years go
too,
on. It's very
you think about it.
timeless.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I agree.
Anyways, well, you know what, Rebecca? Thank you so much for coming on this pod.
Thank you.
We thoroughly enjoyed it. Everybody has now met the front line of 925 Salon.
Yeah.
And be nice to her when she
Yeah.
walks in because she wants to be nice to you and
Yes.
give you the best experience.
Absolutely.
So whether you're going to my salons or if you're going to a salon, be nice to the receptionist. They're there to make your experience A+. So and they want
100%.
to.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It was fun.
All right.
Thanks for joining.
Bye.
See
Salon
ya.
After Hours.